let's get to this Clubhouse, right? Because this
Okay.
is
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
where we got hit to the NFTs, and we was talking about the videographer's room slightly. So you talk about the time when you actually started learning about NFTs and like what you did with that information and
Facts.
how it was initially, join these
Yep.
communities and how crazy it was, the influx of info that was applicable and like digestible though. You're like,
Yeah.
okay, I get that. And then there's also those phases of, teaching it where that actually helps you learn it more. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're
For
like, I
surely.
don't know that much, but I could get you up to where I'm at, So can you explain this,
Right.
that whole phase, bro? And
Yeah,
was
like
like
what brought you to Clubhouse?
facts,
Yeah. So Clubhouse. It was right around Christmas 2020 that I got on. I think it was around the 17th. So we were in the heart of lockdown during COVID. Just stumbled across this app, got the invite, got on, and I actually did not start videographers. I've always given JL shot that director,
Okay.
cinematographer out of New York. He does a lot of Fabio Foreign, and a lot of the
Yeah.
different New York artists. He does 90% of their videos. Uh,
Okay.
JL started a conversation and just went to bed, and I found it while he was in bed. Somebody else was running it, and I fell in love with the conversation. So I stayed up all night. And fast forward like 3 days later, I'm still online, and people can't figure it out. Well, one of those nights I figured out if I logged into multiple devices, I could get on one account. So I figured, let me keep the room open. Let me kind of play a joke on everybody though, too, at the same time.
Right.
It's going to look like I'm just on one.
Right.
So,
Yep. Because
yeah,
there's
that
a
was,
lot of
but
times
the
they'd
mission
be
was to
like,
keep the
Ryan.
room
I
open.
would notice
They'd be
that.
like, Ryan. Oh
I feel
yeah,
like
he's out.
I
He's
feel like
out.
that was one of the first. That was because I used to see that room too, and one of the things that stood out about me is that it was always open. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if it was the first to do that, but you would see rooms start to do that a little bit later in the Clubhouse timeline where they just don't shut down, like they don't close. You know what I'm saying? Like they're just
Right.
always open.
Right. Yeah, no, I have a feeling that I was probably the first to do it because it's
I
so
think
early
so.
on the app.
Yep.
But my whole goal was if we can keep the doors open, we can keep the conversation going. I didn't know if we shut the conversation down, if we'd lose the audience, if we'd get the people back. Um, and I just was addicted to the conversation altogether. Being able to help people on the other side of the earth was dope to me. Kind of brought me back to being a concierge or wanting to become a concierge. And we were able to do such things. But yeah, 4.5 months without ever shutting down. I definitely lost my mind a couple of times.
That's
Um,
crazy. That's fucking
and then the
crazy.
world just started to open back up. So working in the world of cinematography and film, you can't be on your phone all day.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
things
What do
started
y'all
to
do?
deteriorate.
Early